It's been so long. So very, very long. Welcome and welcome back, Unfinished fam. It's moi, the doctor of your dreams. And you can call me Chelsea. As you know, I applied to Fulbright. I was chosen for the award, but the pandemic is an opportunity blocker. So what have I been doing while I wait to hear if my Fulbright program will happen or not? Stick around and find out. Let's prioritize right quick. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on the socials. How long have I been waiting on Fulbright? Well, let's start at the beginning. On October 13th, 2020 is when I applied to Fulbright. On January 29th, 2021 is when I got my semi-finalist notification, and I was awarded as a finalist on May 10th, 2021. Well, between submission and semi-finalist status, I was finishing up my PhD. I was working on my research and working a couple of part-time jobs. I continued on like this through my dissertation defense process right up until graduation. I got my notification of my finalist status as I was driving to Virginia for graduation and have been waiting since then. So from date of acceptance to today's date, it's been roughly 7 months. Since I already planned to start my award in January of 2022, I had made plans to keep me busy before I left. So for the summer of 2021, I had applied for some internships and I got one with Lawrence Berkeley National Lab, LBNL, via Sustainable Research Pathways, SRP. Before I started with LBNL, I had spent 2 weeks in California in June with my best friend, and we took a short, spontaneous, inexpensive trip to Hawaii. The day after I got back from California, I started my 10-week internship with LBNL, and in that time, I got LASIK eye surgery. I presented twice, and honestly, I struggled a lot mentally. As I mentioned in my holidays as a PhD video, after every graduation that I've had, my mental health declines gradually until I'm in a place that feels eerily close to rock bottom. Even though I claim that I've tried to take preventative measures this time around, I recognize that I haven't done anything of notable difference from the past, and it got me again.
Well, how are you now? You seem to be doing fine.
This is the internet? Of course I seem fine.
Well, I've seen you in person and you don't seem to be doing bad at all.
Well, you probably also seen me those other times before and thought I was doing fine. I'm just good at keeping my business, my business. With all that being said, I haven't been doing diddly squat since my internship. And to be honest, I feel like my contribution to the internship was so minuscule because I couldn't give them my best. I couldn't find the strength to do much of anything besides force myself out of a daily panic attack, let alone rewrite a new method for a package in Python. Needless to say, I also haven't been working on my research. My advisors and I discussed that over the summertime, I would focus on my internship with the understanding that I would, at the very least, run some simulations. In August, when I didn't present at JSM, I emailed my advisors to let them know that I wasn't doing great mentally, and they told me to prioritize my mental health, and I've been trying to do so ever since. So, it is now the end of fall 2021. Yes, I still break my life up based on semesters, even though I'm not in school anymore. I finished my internship at the end of August and went home to Virginia for a week because I really needed to be around loved ones. Once I got back, I had surgery on my ankle, and as soon as I could, I started traveling and haven't stopped since. I've been on a world tour, as my husband likes to call it, going to Montgomery, Atlanta, Nashville, spending 3 weeks between Norfolk, Richmond, and Northern Virginia, stopping in Huntsville, visiting Louisville, flying to San Diego, day tripping to Montgomery, checking out DC, hitting up Virginia again, and possibly going to Florida, because why not? Why not? Oh, wait. I should mention my future plans. For about a week or so, I was applying to at least a job a day. And Most of the ones that I applied to, I didn't have the experience that they were looking for. I was really just shooting my shot. If Fulbright doesn't happen, I'll either work in industry or government. Very recently, I have picked back up on my research, and although I haven't been getting a lot done for it, I feel more motivated to actually work on it. Traveling, being surrounded by people who love me, and creating content have been keeping me afloat mentally, and I think that all of these things are well worth it. Okay, don't think that I've been sitting here waiting patiently to hear back from Fulbright, because that is definitely not the case. I've completed all of my paperwork in preparation for departure, and I emailed them at the end of September. Their response was in line with what they have on their website, and I emailed them again at the end of November. Status still unknown. I want to remind you that I guarantee transparency when I talk about my unfinished journey, but that doesn't mean that I'm seeking aid. What I mean is, I want to tell you my experiences as genuinely as possible, including my lows, but I'm not necessarily reaching out to the internet for professional help or sympathy. If you do have words of support or advice, yes, feel free. And of course, I'm going to read them and respond. Just know that I do have a support system in place. That's the one thing that I changed since my last postgrad experience. That being said, thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed learning of my unproductiveness. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Till I see you again in just a short moment. See ya.